Hello guys, welcome again to another tonic of delight from Gist Quarters. Today's gist swings just like a pendulum between sadness and happiness. And as I table it before you, the power lies in your hand to decide at the end of the day whether the story made you sad or it lightened your mood. This gist, guys, is about a woman, presumably a married woman, or if I may say, a woman who nurses enough feeling of ownership of a man to allow the feeling of jealousy to push her into pursuing the car of her supposed husband or lover or man property on just the suspicion of infidelity. I don't know how she got the information that her husband was carrying his side chick to a secret and romantic rendezvous. Maybe a friend or a relative felt she saw them and called her. Maybe a colleague she complained to about her husband's suspicious movements alerted this woman to an observation that requires immediate attention. Maybe it was even her enemy disguised as her very close friend who, out of jealousy, desperately wants this woman to be unhappy in her marriage, called her up, and with the superpower of imagination God bestowed upon women, she spiced up the whole story, which made this woman drop everything she was doing, picked up her car key and went in chase of her cheating husband. The source or the informant is yet to be identified. Now, my people, the interesting spin of this story is not the fact that she allowed a speculative feeling like jealousy turn her into a premature spy agent and then push her into driving like James Bond in the speed and dangerous lane in hot pursuit of the suspected criminal that is her cheating husband. No, that is not the interesting part. The interesting part is not even the fact that what this James Bond stunt could get for her was ramming her car into other people's house, endangering the life of innocent people and turning herself from criminal hunter to a criminal herself. Because that was exactly what she did. Because of the high speed at which she was chasing her husband's car in the front, she lost control and rammed her car into a building and nearly killing the security man, thereby turning herself from an insecure woman to a security man killer. No, guys, that's not the sad part. It is not even the fact that it was later discovered that the husband's car she was pursuing with so much anger and aggravation was actually being driven, my people, by her husband's driver. Yes, you heard me right. Her husband's driver. Her supposedly cheating husband was nowhere near the car that nearly led to her death and the death of innocent people. My people, all these I've mentioned are not even the interesting parts. Do you remember a few months ago we covered a story of a similar nature? But in that one, the housewife turned James Bond died from losing control of the car she was using to chase her penis-wandering husband. You can go to our past videos to watch it. In fact, I'll paste the link of that video in the comment section. If you've not watched that video, you need to go and watch it. It is a very emotional one. Guys, the interesting part to this story comes from people's responses, people's opinions, people's thoughts when they heard what happened. There was a wide spectrum of reaction concerning it. Some downright sarcastic and hilarious, like the comments of one Mr. Hena. He said, "Take Uber, sis. Don't give up the chase." What a sarcasm. Of course, the accident shouldn't stop her. She should take the next available ride and continue after her husband's car. Guys, even as I was thinking about this, another person, Equitos by name, said, "Sister, please come down and carry bike. Continue the chase. He must be caught today." In fact, one Giddy 24, who was probably feeling the bite from the new increment in fuel price, on reading about the incident, was neither worried about the cheating husband nor the jealous wife. Her main concern was where the woman must have seen the cheap fuel she used in chasing a cheating husband. My people, I really understand where this lady is coming from, because fuel now in Nigeria is no longer a necessity but a luxury. Now, you need to hear this guy. His profile name is J. Scott. He is probably a car dealer who saw the jealous woman as a potential customer. He threw his marketing bet on the jealous housewife by telling her to consider purchasing Toyota Tacoma or Jeep Wrangler from him for easy maneuvering during her intense chase of her husband. Guys, you see how this woman became a target to some business-minded people on the internet. One other man by the name George Backup was in the mood of gratitude after reading this incident. He said he was very grateful to his wife for not being so suspicious of him. To this man, the problem is not a matter of cheating or no cheating, but the real and very high possibility of the wife dying from an accident occasioned by such suspicion, and then eventually meeting God and having to explain to God how she died from believing and obeying an imagination, a suspicion, a gut feeling, a hearsay, a whisper that says her husband is cheating and giving him and his secret lover a hot car chase was what seemed the best option at the time. Guys, from the like this man's comments received, it was obvious he voiced the thoughts, the minds of a lot of married men who, on seeing this post, envisioned what would have happened, how this woman narrowly escaped death and murder case. To one Miss Shape Essentials, who is presumably in her early 20s and has probably been dreaming of a magnificent wedding and living happily ever after, reading the story was rather a disillusioning shock to her. After reading this story, she came to the comment section and lamented. So there is no peace of mind even after marriage. I guess she must have imagined the whole scenario in her head. She must have imagined what level of unfaithfulness that woman must have been bearing up until that day that something made her snap and triggered a reaction that resulted in this catastrophe. My people, as I was trying to empathize with this young lady, another lady from the other side that goes by the name Delta Beauty made a debatable point when she said that the foolish woman could have died and by so doing afford her cheating husband the bonus opportunity to console himself in the lapse of his lover. Now I wonder, guys, and I ask you, what do you think? Does this woman deserve death? Even if her death will serve her husband up a bit, does she deserve to die for him to change, for him to learn? Do you think the repentant spirit, the remorse he will feel will last, or within a short period of time he will go get married to a second wife? Let me hear what you think in the comment section, guys. Now, see this Mr. Wale, who is probably intimately acquainted with the high cost of cars. He did not give a damn about the jealous woman and her alleged cheating husband. Wale's anger stems from the fact that the Acura MDX car is very expensive and the spare parts of that car is offensively exorbitant. Ramming such a car into a building all in the name of pursuing your cheating husband was such a wasteful and stupid thing to do in the eyes of Mr. Wale. My people. Now Mr. Wale wonders what happens to hiring a rickety taxi, and after ramming it into a building, she uses the equivalent of the price of one tire from the Acura car to buy for the owner of the rickety taxi a better second-hand car. While this man was mulling over the damaged, expensive car, one Mrs. Nadasri made a very salient point when she directly attacked those people that were attacking the woman. Guys, according to Mrs. Nadrasi, most of the people attacking the woman will do even worse if they were to see their husband with a beautiful woman in the car driving to somewhere. She vehemently stressed that on social media, when a post like this is made, it's only the victim that is termed bad or blamed. All the commenters will become sanctimonious prissy prigs who do no wrong. My people, as Mrs. Nadrasi was trying to come down from the highs of her anger, one Mrs. Delish, who have probably found some degree of resignation and peace in religion, said that she was grateful that she is now married to Jesus, and so her physical husband is nothing but photo. She has no feeling of jealousy or any reason to be jealous. To her, she has made peace with whatever baggage husband might bring into the marriage any day, anytime. So guys, you see how the foolish act of a jealous wife brought about different reactions from different people according to their circumstances, mindset, and their positions in life. As an observant person, you will notice that every incident, just like this one, that is posted on the internet can generate an infinite diversity of reactions. But the important thing is not in the incident or the different reactions, but in the ability of an individual to extract nurturing and empowering information from any incident. On that note, my people, if there is nothing else we are taking home from this story, let's take home the fact that no matter what you find your husband doing tomorrow, no matter how much he might hurt you or anybody might hurt you, your husband, no one or thing is worth you risking or taking your life. Let me hear what you think about this incident in the comment section, guys. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Please don't forget to like, hit the subscribe button, press the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I post a new video, and share it among your friends. Have a blessed week, my people. Bye bye.